Now, what's cool is you've got a left attack and you've got a right attack. The right attack is a huge swing. Holy crap, here it comes. Oh my god, he's linked another spider. Oh, this is not going to be good. What is going on, gaming nerds? Welcome back to Midnight Gaming with Mystic Nightmare. Thanks for coming to the channel and hanging out. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I'm having a pretty decent day. It is midnight and we are on Dark and Light. And as you can see, I've decided to start this game out in the Elven City because, well, it's cool. And let's face it, everybody loves an Elven, right? I'm playing a female character, and I figured, you know what, we just go ahead and get this started. I know that I was saying I wasn't sure if I really wanted to play this or not, but you know what? Scoobs and I decided, let's just go ahead and give it a try. You know, it is kind of an Ark-esque game, Ark Survival Evolved. So I figured, you know what, let's just go ahead and give it a try. Now, this game has a fairly steep learning curve, mainly because of the menus, as well as some of the fighting styles and stuff like that. Now, I know it's probably a little bit dark right now, but it's early morning, so don't worry about that. I promise it'll actually get a lot better. But basically, I'm going to be doing a lot of comparing of this game to Ark, mainly because... well, Wildcard Games, who was the creator of Ark, they had a guy on their team that wasn't supposed to be, you know, creating any games. They got sued for like $40 million and they lost, so they had to sell Wildcard. And Snail Games, a Chinese company, went ahead and purchased Wildcard Studios, or their games, or whatever else you want to call it. But basically what it comes down to is they purchased Ark. Now, what they've done is they've taken this game and they've taken a lot of the Ark scripting, as well as gameplay, textures, rocks, trees, stuff like that. They've kind of adapted them a little bit. And this is actually basically Ark with a magical twist to it, which is completely and totally awesome. I mean, let's face it, you can't get any better than that. If you're more of a dinosaur person, you know, go for Ark Survival Evolved. If you're more of a role-playing type of person, or a magical, you know, style game type of person, then, you know, this one's probably a game for you. But I figured we'd go ahead and give it a try, and I'd go ahead and talk about the game. I've done some practicing with Scoobs. We've kind of been playing on a dedicated server that I started on my computer. Whoa, we got a troll. Got a troll. Got to get away from the troll. Okay, we're gonna go this way. But as you can see, back there is the Elven City. This is outside the Elven City. Now, I decided to go with the Elven City mainly because I've noticed that outside of the Dwarven City, as well as the Human City, it's very, I don't want to say laggy, but you get about a 15 to a 20 FPS drop in frames. So I decided to start out with the Elvens, plus I like Elvens a lot. Now, as far as crafting comes in this game, like I said before, it's got kind of it's got a big learning curve, plain and simple. So basically with crafting, if we go into our inventory, all of the menus and stuff are somewhat confusing at first, but once you once you get to understand it fairly well, then, you know, it's a lot easier to deal with. But I gotta get it. Okay, there's the problem with these little gremlin dudes, is they will chase you to high hell and back. It's so freaking annoying. And the problem is they'll actually beat you down and they'll knock you out. Then they'll steal all of your gear, all your clothes, and everything. It's so annoying. So I got to get away from this guy. Now, the other reason that I decided to go for the Elven city is basically because it's outside of the city. It's a lot less dangerous than the other two that I've found. So I decided to go with this one, and as you can see, this game is absolutely stunning. We have all of the settings turned on to epic, and it's absolutely stunning. I'm running about 46, maybe 50 FPS. So yeah, it's actually running pretty good. So let's go into their inventory. And look at the menus real quick. So you've got your house management where you can deal with like guilds and stuff like that. You've got your tasks, which are basically your quests, and then you've got your bestiary. This bestiary is so cool looking. They did such a good job on all of the, you know, the different artwork and stuff. It's absolutely beautiful. And every time that you kill a monster, you open up one of these cards, which is definitely awesome. So let's go into our inventory. This is just our basic inventory. Our stats are over here. Armor, magic, speed, all of that stuff is over here. This is just your basic Arc-esque type of menu. These are your blueprints and your schematics over here. You can go into your, you know, melee weapons. You can go into your armor, consumables, resource, stuff like that. So what I really want to talk about is the crafting system. Now, basically the crafting system, like on Arc, is based off of 1, you have levels, and then 2, you have to have enough engrams to get the blueprint that you want to make of the item. So with this, it's kind of like Arc, but it's not all put onto one page, basically. It's all separated in these nice little menus. You got melee crafting, you got survival and arranged. And basically all this is this actually isn't the crafting screen. All this actually is just a screen that shows you the requirements that you need to get certain blueprints. For example, under survival, which is what we're at over here, you've got the storage chest or the small chest, and then you've got a mortar and pestle. Well, it tells you right here in the bar, player level 4 out of 5, so I need to get 1 more level, and then what's going to happen is this bar is going to go into a percentage. And what I have to do is go up here, and it says to increase this knowledge, harvest wood from trees, harvest straw from shrubs, craft survival items. So basically I need to do these things to fill this bar all the way up to the top. That's basically it. And then you basically have to go through all of the different menus and figure out what is in what you want to do, where you want, you know, what you want to get, what blueprints and stuff. And then you go into each little menu and it tells you to increase this knowledge, you have to do this. So in a sense, it's not just getting an engram and getting the level and then using the engram to, you know, to get the blueprint. You actually have to go in, you have to get the level first, and then you have to fill up your percentage bar to a max. And then once you've got that percentage bar, you can create that item. So like in this one, it's mortar and pestle. If I scroll down, as you can see, I've already completed this one because I've been harvesting wood, harvesting straw, and I've already been able to make a campfire, or I've got the campfire blueprint and I've got the straw blueprint. And my phone is now going off because I don't know how to turn it off. Sorry, guys. Okay, so basically that's all really it is. You do what it tells you to do. You level up. Once you level up, you know, harvest whatever you harvest, you craft whatever you can craft that the menu tells you to craft, and you can get an item or a blueprint for an item. So basically what it is you start off, instead of punching trees, you're punching bushes and stuff. And then once you do, let's actually see. Now, if you look at the bottom left of the screen, you can see that it says straw work. Straw work is going up, survival's going up, staffs, enchanting, melee. That's all of the items that are connected to me basically punching the bushes. That's really all it is. Now you see straw work rank 1. That means I can start building a house. Now, yes, this is, I have boosted up all of, you know, the stats and everything because this game is an absolute grind if you have everything set on default. So what we've got is we can do so far the schema of the stone axe, and we can do this little rune of light. I love these rune of lights because all they are is little fairies that light your way. Let's go ahead and do a campfire. Looks like we can do a shabby foundation. I feel like there's always something around me that it's going to kill me. And then we can do an axe. We didn't do the axe, right? Now you can double click if you want. It is early access. There are certain parts of, see, now our melee crafting is rank 2. We can do a stone sword. So let's go ahead and do a stone sword. Let's do one of those things, and then what do we need for this? Okay, so we need twine for this. So basically we've got an axe. What I want to do is over here, this is after you've crafted the item. My little fairies are over here. We're going to put those in the equal sign, and I'm going to go ahead and use it. And just to light the way a little bit, seems a little bit dark, so we'll light the way for the wonderful viewers at home. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I'm going to equip the stone sword in 1, the axe in 2, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit some trees. Now, when it comes down to early access this game, it's weird. The game runs really, really, really well until you get to a certain part of the map, and then it just chops up and lags for about two or 3 seconds, maybe 4 or 5 on a bad area, and then it goes back to running really well. It's raining, and just like Ark, you can actually drink from the rain as well. So let's see, do we have... What are we missing? We're missing stone. Okay, so we need to find some rocks. So I think I'm getting a little bit heavy, and I'm running a little bit slow. Now, there are spells for almost everything. There's spells to keep you warm at night. There's spells to... what was it? To raise your weight limit and stuff like that. It's pretty killer, to be honest with you. They've thought of a lot of different things. One of the glitches that I don't like is sometimes when you click on an item to see what it requires down here, it'll just automatically make it. It'll just start crafting it as soon as you click on it. Okay, so we've got this sorcerer staff. The sorcerer staff's actually really cool. Let's go ahead and go down. Looks like we've got dark magic. Now, because we just did dark magic over here, or we increased our dark magic, we're able to use this draining spell. Now, you really only need one of the draining spell. Now, the cool thing about this, and it's kind of confusing as well, is you can take the spell and put it down here on your hotbar, or you can equip it like here. But you can, as you can see, I can't actually use it unless I bring out my staff. You can only use spells when you have staffs. That's actually, it adds another item to your hotbar. But the hotbar, as you can see at the bottom, goes from 1 to the equal sign. There is a ton of items at the very bottom of this of the hotbar, or bottom of the screen on the hotbar. And as you can see, the draining spell just gets pretty much magic shards. So what I need to do is, I like to take this, if you hit the Alt button, it'll transfer over to a new hotbar, and I like to drag this spell down to 5. Then when we're able to get a fire spell, I'll have the fire spell equipped. When I need to drain, I switch over to the staff, and I switch down to this bar. I hit the 5 button, and it'll equip this, and then I'll hit the 5 button. Well, what it does is it switches the spells, basically. The spell that's in the spell area switches to 5, and the one that's in 5 switches to spell area. It's a little bit confusing and a little bit hard to get used to at first, but at the same time, it's very cool the way that they did it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into foundations. What do we need for more foundations? It looks like we need more twine. Now, just like in Ark, there are different items like the axes or the hatchets. When you are harvesting, you get different stuff. With the pickaxe, I'm getting a lot of twine when I hit trees instead of wood, which is fine. That's awesome. Okay, so we can do 6. Actually, you know what? Let's clear the queue. The clear queue doesn't work immediately either. I don't like that they don't do that. But, you know, what can you say with that? So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2, 3, 4. Now, as you can see, your little icon, I don't know if you guys can see this, there's a tiny little number right there that tells you how many you're crafting. They really need to fix that because that's super, super, super annoying. And also when you're crafting, you do run very slow. But we're leveling up quite a bit. Like I said, I've got everything turned up quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this. There is, you know, numbers that correspond to dropping items or picking items up or whatever. So, you know, you can, it's like, what was it? On Ark, you press 0 to drop items. On here, you press D. You press T to transfer all items. And then on, is that a spider? And then on here, you press S to transfer. Yeah, that's a spider. I think that's a glowing spider. Holy crap. I've never actually faced one of those before. I'm really, really, really heavy. We need, oh, okay, can we do... Okay, so we can do one of those, and then how many... Okay, so we need to get some more twine. I want to start off right off the bat by making a house. Now, I'm going to stay fairly close to the city, mainly for one reason. The further you go out, the scarier things are. It's pretty simple, to be honest with you. Very simple. Further you go out, the faster you die. Now, I could go down there. I've seen a spot down there that's pretty nice. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to make a little house up here. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now we got some weight down. I think I might just make a little house right here. And then what I'm going to do is when we get ready to move, I'm going to run across this mountain, and there's a path that goes up to the top of this mountain. So as of right now, just for this episode, I'm going to go ahead and sit us up set us up right here, right by this big pretty tree. And we're going to, let's see, how many? We've got 6 of those shabby foundations. Okay, so we're going to do that. Oh, the nice thing too is you can double click these and it'll go down into the hotbar. I think Arc does the same thing, but yeah. So anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. 6. I'm going to go here. I wish there was an option. It's obstructed. Now this is one of the problems with this. It's just like Arc. If you don't have a perfectly flat area, then it doesn't allow you to actually set up, you know, set up anything. Oh, I think I screwed up that foundation just a little bit. Just a little bit. So yeah, if you don't have a perfectly flat area, it just says, nah, it's obstructed. You can't build here. Just like it's saying right now. We can't build there. Looks like we can build over here. I'm just kind of getting an idea of where we can build. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, there's our fire magic. Okay, so that should give us the Rune of Warmth. Now, the Rune of Warmth is really cool because at night when you're freezing, you can utilize this. Let's see, what's 2, 3, 4? You can utilize this and actually, you know, warm yourself up at night. So it's really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that down there, and we'll go ahead and let that that craft up. We've also got a fire ball created. So we're going to go ahead and craft this. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I was talking about before with the hotbar. So I'm going to put this down on 5. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press the, let's do this real quick. Let's put this down first. Then I'm going to go ahead and press the Alt button, which will switch to my second hotbar, and then I'm going to press 5. Well, actually, sorry, I got to get out my staff. As you can see, I've got this nice dark color on my I don't know what color, I think that's purple or blue. On my staff, I'm going to switch over, I'm going to hit 5, and it switches it to the fire staff, and it takes the draining spell and puts it down in the hotbar. It wasn't easy to figure out how it worked, how to make that work really well for me at first, but eventually I kind of got the hang of it. And like I said, me and Scoobs have kind of been playing for a little bit, getting a really good idea of what this game is like, how it plays and everything else. And it looks like we're doing pretty good. We got our nice little hut set up here, or getting it set up. How much do I have enough? Okay, so I've got a storage. What I want to do is, you can also get into here on like Arc. You have to, what is it, press E, but on here you just right click and it'll automatically it'll pull you out of the inventory and allow you to use the item that you are on. If you hit end, it's like hitting K in Arc. And you can get a nice little upwards view of things from the sky view, I guess you could say. And there we've got our first chest. And one of the other things that kind of drives me nuts, to be honest with you guys, is the fact that when you... Okay, I'm going to show you right here. I can press the E button and it'll open up this, right? However, if I have wood in it or straw in it, if I press the E button, I just tap it, it'll start it. But to get into it, you actually have to hold the E button down and then go into search. It makes it a little bit longer. It's a little bit annoying. I don't like it as much, but you know, it's still early access. They'll make some changes here and there. That's not really that big of a deal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump over to we need a shabby door frame. So what do we need? We need grass, which I basically just put away. Didn't I? No, I just put it in the... No, just let me in. I put it in here. Okay, so let's see. We need a shabby door frame, so I'm going to go ahead and craft that. And then we're just going to start doing a whole bunch of walls. We need some more grass. Now, with the grass... Okay, so let's talk about the... Let's talk about the stats a little bit. Health is obvious. Health. Attack is attack. Now, I don't see a magic attack on the game anywhere. So I'm assuming that attack is melee attack as well as magic attack. Or magic damage. Mana is how much mana you can use your magic with. That's kind of a duh moment there. But I do like making mages. So I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of mana in there just in case I get into a fight. I'm going to have to spam my mana. I'm also going to bring up my attack 1, and then I'm going to bring up my health. Actually, my attack will bring up 2, my health 2. Now, this is the cool thing, is they separate your combat stats from your survival stats. So That's actually cool. I like that. Stamina is kind of a problem in the game, but we're going to start off with weight. And we're going to go up to almost 200 if we can. And then this right here, focus, can be very confusing. Basically, whenever you use spells, you utilize your mana, but you also use focus. Focus is kind of like your concentration, I guess. And when your focus gets low enough, you can die. So you have to sleep. The problem is getting to the sleeping bag isn't that easy. Yeah, so what you have to do is you switch over to your sword and you go chop bushes, and you see those field flowers. If you eat those field flowers right off the stem like that, then you'll actually raise your focus until you're able to get leveled high enough to make a sleeping bag. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so another thing that we can do is we can go in and we can search the campfire. You know what? I think I've got wood, right? Yeah, okay, so we're going to put all this in here. And as you can see, we've learned the straw skill. We're going to light this. We're going to put 100 grass in there, and we can make straw from the actual campfire. That's really cool, I think. They've got basically they've got different workbenches and stuff that you can utilize, but there's also like cooking blueprints that are in the fire that you can use. It's actually, it's cool. It's really cool. I like it a lot. They've done a fairly good job when it comes down to the menu system. The UI is, like I said, it's got a learning curve. It's fairly confusing. Taming is, at first for me, it was super confusing when it came to taming. I was so lost, it was ridiculous. So let's see if we can go into here. Let's go. Oh no, I don't want to demolish it. Let's just search. Can we take out some of these? Now, can we make... let's see. We need to make one of those. Okay, so I made one of those. Did I make one before? Where did it go? You guys saw that it made it, right? Oh, it came down here. No wonder I made... Holy crap, I made 3 of them? We only need, like, 1. Right? Whoops. And as you can see, there's dodging too. The dodging compared to actually fighting monsters really isn't worth it. One, it ruins your stamina. It completely destroys your stamina, and you pretty much need it when you start to run away like, you know, a coward, because you're getting your butt kicked. But at the same... Now, the regular walls looks like they have windows in it. I like that option. I really like that a lot, that they decided to go ahead and put that in there. Because let's face it, you don't want to be completely closed off, right? So, I mean, yeah. So we're already level 10, and that's because I like I said before, the grind is really bad when you're first starting out in this game. So let's see, what do I... You know what? I have this urge. What I'm going to do, I want to go down and check out that spider. I've never messed with the spiders before. I want to go down and see what type of trouble we can actually get into. I want to see if you can kill it. Now, what's cool is you've got a left attack and you've got a right attack. The right attack is a huge swing. Holy crap, here it comes. Oh my god, he's linked another spider. Oh, this is not going to be good. Okay, so no, run. Okay, we killed one. Now you see the card in the upper right hand corner? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so what can we... Let's see. I kind of want some meat, but I also want to see what else I can get. So let's just do the axe. I think people aren't sure exactly what makes what. Like, some people are like, okay, we killed him as well. That was cool. Some people are like, oh, well, you can use the pickaxe to get more meat, or you can use the regular axe to get more meat. Personally, I think the axe is more meat and hide, and I think the pickaxe is bone and meat. That's just my personal opinion, and I think I'm right. I really do. I've got quite a few hours. I haven't got a lot as everybody else's. Oh, as everybody else's. Okay, so with these guys, you can't let them near you because they'll actually knock you out when they hit you. So what I like to do is I'm going to switch over to my fire spell, and then I'm gonna run. And I'm going to let him burn. Oh, he died in the first hit. Okay, I'm cool with that. The cool thing is you can harvest pretty much everything. You see how the pickaxe is getting bone? But it's also getting hide. I think they both get hide, the pickaxe and the axe. But I'm not 100% sure. If you guys want to, correct me on it, that'd be awesome. I'm completely fine with that. But as you can see, this game is absolutely stunning. The creatures are very cool looking. I mean, look at this bad boy. Big old longhorn. Just big old butt. I think there's a hyena up here. It's called a bargesh. But I think it's basically a hyena. As far as, no, that's a boar. As far as the left-hand side of the screen, there's your quests. I don't even deal with the quests because, ouch. Ow, how many is there? There's, whoa, lag spike, whoa. Okay, so we got 2 of them on us. I don't deal with the quests at all. The quests are bugged as of right now. There's no reason to really go into them. There's not really any reason to deal with the quests. Plus, she is, as you can see, she's still up on the screen. And she talks forever. She never shuts up. I mean, she's still going. Look. I'm just glad it's not like right... Can I, please? I'm just glad it's not like right in the middle of the screen. You know, that would drive me absolutely nuts. So yeah, I mean, it definitely... I'm going to piss a lot of people off at this when I say this, but hear me out first, guys. It is definitely an Ark knockoff. But it's a damn good Ark knockoff. Narc-off? It's a carbon copy. And it is a great carbon copy. There's nothing wrong with it. Snail Games decided to take all of, you know, everything from Ark and put it into this game. All of the different scripting. It looks like a lot of the different textures. The UI is completely different. They revamped the UI, but I think a lot of the skills and the way that all of this stuff is figured out is probably pretty similar at the very least to each other. I'm going to raise some stamina because we need the stamina really bad. Yeah, stamina is definitely a problem in the game, so you got to watch out for that. As far as like the overall game, I would buy it right now if I were you guys. I would definitely purchase it right now. It's $30. It is a very excuse me, frog in my throat. It can be a fairly rough running game at certain times when you hit certain areas, but for the most part, it's absolutely beautiful. If you got a fairly decent system, it can run it. You know, I wouldn't try to purchase it and run it with anything less than a 16 gig rammed. You know, at least probably 8 RAM. Yeah, 16 gig RAM computer with, you know, I would say probably a 4 to an 8 gig RAM graphics card and a pretty decent processor, maybe a 6700 or something like that. What was that? Did you guys hear that sound? But for the most part, it's beautiful. It's fun to play. It's an absolute blast. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. I'm trying to find this little area right here that you can actually go down, and it shows off kind of how the lag. Right now, I'm about 58 FPS. Where am I? I have no idea where I'm even at. Well, I kind of do. Okay, so is that? Wait, no. What's this? Is this a different? Yeah, this is it right here. So as soon as I walk into this ravine, watch the frames drop. Boom, see them? But as soon as I get out of it, I'm fine. It's really weird. You get little pockets like that around in the game. But yeah, so it's amazing game. It's a lot of fun. And we went ahead. I'm trying to find our house. I've completely lost our damn house. Where was it? Was it up here? I can't believe I lost our house already. Is that it? No, that's not it. Where the hell's our house? There it is right there. Okay. So as I said before, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start building this up probably in the next couple of episodes. If you guys decide that you like it, if you do, you know, leave a like, let me know, leave a comment and say, hey, dude, I love this. I want to see you play it. If not, I completely understand. I just figured I'd throw it out here. Like I said before, Scoobs and I have been messing around on it for quite a while. I'm going to make all of this meat right here. We've been messing around, playing, having fun. He loves it. I love it. It's a lot of fun to play. It's really hard not to play all of the time. I think both of us have around 40 to 60 hours in it so far. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic, isn't it? But it is beautiful, isn't it? It's an amazing game. Yeah, absolutely stunning. So let me know in the comments if you liked the video. Hit the like button. Show your support. If you didn't, don't hit it. Just make sure no matter what you do, subscribe. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me today, guys. Hopefully you liked the video. Keep gaming. Keep doing it at midnight. Have a blast. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Take care and have a good one. Bye-bye. You dead, boy.